right, let's start with our first slide. Editing. Now, can someone... Oh, okay, yes. Can someone tell me how many marks is editing for PSLE? Who remembers? Editing, anybody? Yes, Varna?
10 marks.
A good try. It is 12 questions. 12 marks. Okay, why is it 12 questions, 12 marks? Because out of the 12 questions, 6 of them will be spelling mistakes. 6 of them will be grammar mistakes. That's why it's 12 questions, 12 marks. You must remember this, okay? So for PSLE, the first thing you do when you look at an editing passage is to write either SP. So they'll give you a word, and on top there'll be a box. You must write the answer by yourself. It's not going to be MCQ, right? Beside the box, you better write whether it's GR or SP. Then you want to count how many GR you have and how many SPs you have, because you know you're right if you have only 6 SP and 6 GR. If you have more than that, means something is wrong, okay? So that's why it's 6 questions, 6 for spelling, 6 for grammar. Comprehension and MCQ does not exist for PSLE. You have something called visual text comprehension MCQ, which is 8 marks, 8 questions, okay? And then we have open-ended comprehension, because now you're P3, they want to like train you into that. So that's why you have comprehension MCQ. But open-ended comprehension, who can tell me how many marks, how many questions? Anyone? Is the highest weightage for paper 2? Yes, Shiloh?
Is it 15?
That's comprehension close. Good try. Give us a 1.5 try. It is it is 10 questions, 20 marks. Okay, it's 10 questions, 20 marks. And the 20 marks can be distributed, like the one question can be 1 mark, can be 3 marks, can be 4 marks, but it'll be 20 marks altogether, and there'll be 10 questions. All right, let's start with editing. Before that, who wants to choose my pen color?
Me.
Okay, yes, Varna, I saw your hand go up first. What color do you want?
Galaxy one.
Aren't I already using the galaxy? Okay, I'm not.
What?
Okay, let me change the galaxy. Galaxy, where you are? Yes.
Yeah.
Okay, here. Okay, Varna chose the galaxy. So let's start with galaxy. Okay, now do you know what is this?
This was Vincent van Gogh's painting.
Very good. The reason why I'm showing you this is because your editing passage was about Vincent van Gogh.
Vincent van Gogh.
Now, do you know what's happening in Singapore right now in Resorts World Sentosa? Anybody knows what's happening?
No.
Yes, Amy is shaking her head. What's happening, Amy?
And I saw it in Resort World, but I don't know what's happening. I saw it.
Yes, so
That time I
currently,
was in Hype World.
yes, so currently I would recommend all of you to go to Resorts World Sentosa, because currently there's a Vincent van Gogh exhibition. It's a 3D exhibition, it's an immersive exhibition. So it's all, I mean, it's like, it's 3D, you know what 3D is, right? So the floor, the walls, everything, his paintings they come alive, okay? And basically it's you can see all his different kinds of paintings, okay, everywhere. And this painting I specifically chose to show y'all because this is one of his most famous painting. This painting is called The Starry Night. Vincent van Gogh painted this painting while he was in the asylum. Do y'all know what's an asylum?
No.
Asylum is when someone thinks they have a mental problem or a mental condition, means they are not mentally stable. They go and stay at a mental asylum to recover, to become normal again, quote unquote. So what did Vincent van Gogh has a very difficult childhood and upbringing. Okay, he was very unstable. He was thinking a lot, and even at one point he couldn't concentrate in his work because he was just very stressed. And do you know what he did? He actually cut off his ear. Okay, because of his mental problems, right? He actually cut off one of his ear, and then he decided to actually go to the asylum, okay, called St. Paul, which is where he painted this painting. Okay, this painting was actually painted while he was staying in the asylum. Okay, and he stayed there for a while. Yes, Elias.
Wait, but I thought he also killed himself after that.
Yeah, I'm not sure that he killed himself, but yes. I knew that he was just mentally unstable, but painting and art was a way for him to de-stress, okay? And so, yes, thank you for sharing that. So all of you, please go. My brother actually went to the exhibition. So I'm going to show you a video. This is just a very, very short video of just a starry night. Of course, there's so many others, which I cannot show you. He took a lot of pictures and videos. But I'm just going to show you one of them. So you just can see this, a very short one. Wait.
I know why he killed himself.
Surprisingly, I can still take a video.
So this is just one painting. So they have rooms like this for many different kinds of paintings. And of course, the background itself is also immersive. So it's a very immersive experience because it's all around, everywhere you can see. You can even see the paintings. I mean, the sculptures change colors and all, but I don't want to show you that and spoil, because in case you go, then it's going to spoil your experience, right? So this, go and tell our parents, okay, this Van Gogh experience is currently at Resolve Sentosa. It's one of the most happening things that's happening. So go and see if you have a chance. All right, now that I'm done showing you that, let's look at the passage about Vincent van Gogh, right? So, yes, your hands are raised because you want to answer the question. Is it okay? Can you all put your hand down first? Let me count. By the way, Amy and Shiloh got full marks for this section. Okay, so well done. Do you all do by yourself, or do you all have spelling? Do you all check with your parents? You all do it by yourself? So good job. So if you notice, right, for this one, okay, there's only 5 questions. I mean, there's only 4 questions. So that's 5 questions. But for actual PSLE, there's going to be 12, right? And if you notice all the questions here, were they spelling mistakes or were they grammar mistakes? And anyone tell me? Raise your hand. Were all 5 of them spelling or grammar? Yes, Varna's hand came up first. Yes, Varna?
Spelling.
Yes, here's our point. Yes, all of them are spelling mistakes. Now, please listen to this very carefully. If it's a spelling mistake, you are not supposed to change grammar. Some of you actually lost marks not because you spelled the words wrongly, because you changed the grammar. For example, let's look at the question number 2, which I'll explain when I go to question number 2. But for now, I'm going to count 3. Somebody raise a hand. Tell me how to spell famous. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, Shiloh?
FAMOUS.
Yes. Yes, very good. Give yourself a point. This is how you spell famous. So famous is spelled wrongly. Good job. I'm going to count to 3. Can everybody put your hand? Count 3. Tell me the answer for number 2. Okay. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes. Amy? You need to unmute yourself, Amy.
DISPL. Wait.
D?
DISPLAD.
Mm-hmm. A-Y, yes, Y, then?
ED.
Yes, very good. Some of you gave, so this word, right, display, has the word play inside, P-L-A-Y, right? Some of you gave this answer as display. Now, why is this wrong? Remember, whenever it's a spelling mistake, you cannot change grammar. Played, whenever it's a spelling mistake, say the word out loud. Displayed, because of the AID, right? The aid sound. So you know it has to be in past tense. Even though this word is spelled correctly, this answer is wrong because this one is a spelling mistake, which means you cannot change grammar, okay? So whenever it's a spelling mistake, you must spell the word exactly as it is. So if the word is spelled wrongly with the S, you must add an S. You cannot just remove things. Only for grammar can you do that. So this is how I spell display. Yes, Amy gives her a point. Well done. Everybody put your hands down. I'm going to count on 3. Give me the answer for number 3. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Yes, Shiloh. Spell? Yes.
R
Mm-hmm.
T
Yes.
R
Mm-hmm.
A
Mm-hmm.
I
Yes.
T.
Why so slow? Can you faster? Yes. Yes. Okay, now some of you spelled this as well as portrait, and you spelled it correctly. You wrote this, portrait. Okay, now this is still wrong because you see the word portraits, which means when you change the spelling, you must use the same grammar. So here's plural, right? Plural, which means you have to put S. You cannot just leave it as singular because again, these, right? More than one. And of course here, spelling, do not change grammar, only change spelling, okay? Please remember this, very, very important. Even P6 students make this mistake. And one more thing, at the end of the lesson, I always ask you one thing you have learned. So as we go through the lessons, think of one thing I've learned, okay? Try not to give me meaning of words. Give me something else you have learned, okay? Now, number 4, captured. Again, captured is spelled wrongly, but captured. So you know it has to be in past tense, which means in your spelling, you cannot just write capture. You must write captured. So how do you spell captured? Anybody? Elias? Unmute yourself, Elias. Captured. How to spell captured?
Let me see. C-A-P-T-U-R-E-D.
Yes.
T-U-R-E-D.
Yes, very good. Okay, T-U-R. This is how you spell captured. Yes. Okay, good. And let's look at the last blank. I already showed you the answer. Yes, last one is magnificent. Okay, Meg.
Wait, can you give yourself a point?
Yes, here's our point. Magnificent. Okay, that's how I spell. What does magnificent mean? Does anyone know what does magnificent mean? Raise your hand. Yes, Varna?
Magnificent mean like the work you have done is good, like that.
Yes, not just good, but very good. Excellent. Yes, here's our point.
Yeah.
Excellent, okay, or beautiful. Right? Right? Or elaborate or impressive. Okay. Impressive. Let me write impressive. Impressive. Yeah, so that's what it means. Magnificent. Good. So we're done with editing, and all of them are spelling mistakes. Now for actual PSLE, remember, there wouldn't just be 5 questions, there'll be 12 questions. 6 of them will be spelling, 6 of them will be grammar mistakes. Okay. So let's go on to comprehension MCQ. Now, before that, I'm going to change my pen color. Later, you get to choose another color, but for now, I'm going to choose gold. Now, inference question. Does anybody know what does inference question mean? What does inference mean? Anyone knows what is inference? Nobody? Okay, inference questions means this. Whenever I ask you that, whenever I say you need to infer, meaning the answer is not blatantly in the comprehension passage, you must read between the lines. You must read before, you must read the paragraph, you must read the line after that, and you must try and guess, quote unquote, guess, based on the contextual clues, meaning the clues they give you in the paragraph, okay? Based on clues, you give me the answer. That's what inference means. Based on clues, you give me the answer. The answer is not directly in the passage. Let me give you an example. Okay, so you're supposed to analyze a given word, phrase, or sentence. So they're asking you, what does this sentence mean? Or what are they trying to tell you? Okay, so they're asking you to analyze, examine. Analyze means examine. Okay, to describe a character's mood, behavior, or personality. How are they feeling? Why are they doing what they're doing? Okay, and what does it tell you about them? So let me give you an example question. So do not worry. Fret means worry. Okay, so this is what means worry. If you're unable to determine the answer by looking at the code, as contextual clues can help you to look at the answer. So I'm going to give you an example. What do I mean by this? There are 2 steps for inference question. What do you do? Step 1, refer to the relevant section in the paragraph where the phrase or words are from. So if the question give you, asking you, what does this mean, right? Locate which paragraph do you find this first. That's the first thing you do, step 1. I'm going to ask you what is 2 steps after. Step 2, look at the words in the context, meaning in the situation given of the paragraph, and determine the most suitable answer. So look for clues in the context in the paragraph, okay? So first thing, find where the phrase is in the passage, then look for clues, okay? Now, can someone just tell me what I said? What are the 2 steps for inference question? Anybody? What is step 1? Yes, Varna?
Look in the paragraph for the answer, and
yes, locate the paragraph first. Then what is the second thing you do?
you should like look in the question and write the answer.
No, you look at the question. The question doesn't tell you the answer. It's inference question, means the question doesn't tell you the answer, right? So you look at the paragraph and find for clues, right? Find for clues within the paragraphs. Yes. So give us a point for trying. So here is my question. Mr. Tan could only laugh weakly, paragraph 2. What does this suggest? Meaning, what does this tell you about his response to his wife's question? So somewhere in the passage, the wife is asking him a question, okay? So in the end, what was his response? He was laughing weakly. So now they're asking you, what does it tell you about his response? Does he like it or does he not like it? So let's look at the passage. Now, I'm going to give you 1 minute to read. Once you're finished reading these 2 paragraphs, give me a thumbs up. Okay. Once you're done reading, use the reaction button. Give me a thumbs up so I know I can continue. Okay, I see Shaila is giving me a thumbs up. Wei Hong is giving me a thumbs up. Varna is giving me a thumbs up. What about Vaishnavi? Welcome. What about Elias, Vaishnavi, and Amy? Still reading. Okay. Okay.